Hello friends, welcome back to Graceful Living and welcome to all of you that are new here today. If you are new, I just wanted to kind of let you know what you might find on my channel. Here on Graceful Living, I absolutely love the idea of creating a beautiful home for our family. We have two grown boys. One is married, actually will be 6 months this coming weekend, and then we have also a 24-year-old. My husband and I have been married for 32 years and he is the absolute love of my life. I adore my family. They are everything to me here on earth and I am so grateful for them each and every day. We have a brand new daughter, Alyssa. I adore her. She is perfect. She is the perfect fit for our family. She loves my son so much, and that is a God-given gift that I just treasure so much. So a lot of decorating goes on my channel here in my home, and then I also every now and then go out to different stores in our city and decorate right in the store, obviously with the manager's approval. They always really enjoy when I come in and like what I do, so you all do as well. And so that is one thing that I really have fun doing, because there's a huge handful of you that truly enjoy those videos. So those are the types of things that you will find on my channel. Today, I am just kind of take you along with me as I go through some fall things that I want to take care of. Next week, we will definitely be diving into decorating our home for fall. We live in California and it has been so hot this year. It is just crazy, but it's time. It's time. I have put off fall decor far too long because of the weather, and it's getting late in the season. So next week, please come back. Look forward to that. I don't know exactly where I'm going to begin. I am excited to start, and I hope that you will come along with me as I begin that journey. Now today, I do want to set up a coffee hot cocoa station. We don't really have a large space to set one up and keep it up all year long, but I was gifted something by a friend and it works perfectly. So I'm excited to share that with you. And then let's see. Oh, I do need to decoupage a pumpkin. We'll do that. We will also head into making some pumpkin bread. I tried to make some pumpkin creamer the other day. It was delicious, but I have an open can of pumpkin, so I want to get that taken care of. And I think there was, I've had a lot of questions about my tassels. And so I thought I would just kind of put that into this video. So many times I get asked where I get them, how I use them, to show you all of them. So I'll kind of walk around the house. So we'll take a look at those and where I have them placed. And I think that's it. I'm not sure. I thought there was one more thing. I don't know. I don't know, so we'll see. But for now, let's go ahead and get started. I think I might start on the bread just to get that going. I want to be able to taste that with you. So let's get started on that and then we'll go from there. Okay, I have everything out for my pumpkin bread, and I'm going to kind of tell on myself. I went to make this the other day and I didn't have all the ingredients. I had intended to buy them, but forgot. So some of my dry ingredients is in this bag. I will link this recipe down below. It's not mine, so I can't necessarily share it all here, but I can give you the link. So we're gonna start with all of our dry ingredients, and I'm hoping this is a good recipe. And when I look for a recipe online, what I look for is how many people have reviewed it and what the star rating is. And then I go through the comments, because I have looked at recipes on different sites, went out and bought so many ingredients, come home, made the recipe, and it just wasn't up to our standards. So I try to be really careful when I am looking for a new recipe. So we're gonna stir all these dry ingredients together, and it already smells so good. Oh my goodness. We're gonna put the wet ingredients in here. We will stir those up and then add them to the dry ingredients, and it's really that simple. So I'm hoping it's that good as well. Okay, that's pretty incorporated, so I think what I'll do is just add a little bit of the dry into the wet, a little bit at a time. It really does smell so good. Oh my goodness. Oh my gravy, I forgot to preheat my oven. Hold on. Okay, this recipe is for 2 loaves of bread, but I don't know why. I don't know why Ronnie likes smaller packaging as opposed to me making a loaf of bread. He would rather have it in a cupcake paper. So I will probably do that. I'll probably make muffins. So I have these paper cups, which I think are so sweet. I don't know where I got these. I don't remember. I don't know if it was Dollar Tree or this kind of looks like a Dollar Tree, maybe Walmart. I'm not sure. And then I have these as well that I thought were really cute. I think these came from Hobby Lobby. Wait, maybe these came from Hobby Lobby as well. Maybe they're both from Hobby Lobby, I'm sorry. But anyways, I thought these were super cute. Okay, so we'll open these up really quickly. All right, we'll get all of these into the oven and see what they taste like. They smell divine, and I think my house is gonna smell divine, so I'm super happy about them. Okay, on the subject of my house smelling good, this was the thing that I totally forgot I wanted to do. I wanted to do my first simmer pot of this season. Ronnie really notices when I have them going. When he walks in the house, he always asks what smells so good. Now, I wish I had an orange, but I totally forgot. I don't know how I forgot that. So we're gonna use a pear, apple, a little bit of lemon just for that citrus zing, some cinnamon sticks, mulling spices, and then, uh-oh, my muffins might be done. Anise seed. Hold on 1 second. Alexa, stop. Alexa, 3-minute timer. Okay, they're not quite done, so I'm gonna slice up a little bit of lemon. Okay, so we've got our fruit. We'll go ahead and add a little bit of the spices to it. And you can really add whatever you have. If you just have cinnamon powder, add it in there. If you have nutmeg, add it in there. Anything that you think is going to bring that beautiful fall aroma. Okay, so this is the simmer pot so far. I am going to do something a little bit different this time. I'm not just gonna add water. So just a sec. Okay, so as you can see, the muffins are out and they look really good. Not perfect on top, but that's okay. live and you learn from each recipe to the next. But these look amazing. That's why I love that little bundt pan. I should have just used that because they are adorable. Absolutely perfect. Look at the difference. These look so good. These look kind of good. I think we could dress them up if we really wanted to, but I think I'm gonna leave them plain just because Ronnie likes things that are just kind of cake without any icing. So we'll leave it like that. If I give them away, I might make a little drizzle icing or something like that. So we'll see. I thought I would add in some old-fashioned apple cider. I think that's going to give it just a great amount of kick. Oh, yes, it smells so good. I was gonna hold it up so you can smell it. I guess that's not gonna work. Okay, let's take this over to the stove. It smells so good already. I'm gonna go ahead and turn that down. All right, friends, I have a muffin, and I even poured a little bit of apple cider because why not? This is actually pretty refreshing. Let's go ahead and taste the muffin. Now, I will say some of them, I think I overfilled just a little bit. So when I took them out to get the others out, they fell, but the texture is so good. It's got that little crust overlay, but the inside is super soft. Very, very nice texture. Very good. Is it a 10 out of 10? I don't know. I don't think so. I think there's probably a better recipe out there, but this one's definitely worth making. If you have the ingredients at home, I would definitely give it a try. And as you saw, the little bundt cakes look adorable. I think I would definitely use that pan as opposed to the cupcakes, and the apple cider paired with it just makes for a beautiful fall combination. So I hope that you give it a try. Again, that recipe is down in my description box. As far as the simmer pot, I can smell it already. It smells so good. The lemon is giving it a little bit more of a clean smell as opposed to what the orange would do, I think, for fall. So I would definitely stick to orange for fall, but it smells so good in here. Between the muffins and the simmer pot, it just, pure fall. All right, we are going to move on to the next project. I think we'll go ahead and set up my little coffee bar, cocoa station. I think you are gonna love it. I know I do. Let's go ahead and get with that, and then we'll sit down, decoupage the pumpkin, and then take a look at the tassels. Moving on to our coffee hot cocoa station, I was gifted this beautiful tiered basket from my neighbor, my friend Itzel. If you're watching, thank you so very much. Now, I'll be honest, when she gave it to me, I was not sure what I was going to do with it, but this is going to work out perfectly. I have a few things here. I have my paper straws, spoons. I have these glasses that I'm going to use as like a vessel to put things in. These are actually from Dollar Tree. They're actually really good quality. And then these larger mugs are also from Dollar Tree. I love having a larger mug for hot chocolate. Our little syrup bottles, I've had these for quite some time. I purchased those at World Market. Of course, some syrups. Just a few decorations to make it fallish. Of course, sprinkles for hot cocoa, and then tons of hot cocoa. I love having hot cocoa on hand all the time. Our boys have always truly enjoyed a cup of hot cocoa. It's kind of a tradition in our home to have it, and no tradition is too small. So yeah, We always have it on hand. I do have some little packets of instant coffee because it makes for a really quick iced coffee moment. So those are mainly for me. We have some tea, and I also have more tea in our little tea drawer. I love having pretty coffee cups, to-go cups, for our guests, our friends, our loved ones. They want to take something home, or a lot of times I've had friends drop things off in the wintertime. I'm like, do you want a coffee? Do you want a hot cocoa? And I'll have it ready, walk outside, hand it to them, and they have something to take with them. So we're going to incorporate all of this into our little station. So let's go ahead and get busy on that. Now that we have a few things in place, I do want to add in a couple decorative pieces. So I know some of you probably think I am just ridiculous with books, but I just wanted to add some decor into the space. And why not add what I truly enjoy adding everywhere, and that is books. I simply added some velvet ribbon, tiny, but I thought so sweet. Brought in the same color book. Add that right there. And then I have a few leaves. I love this one. When I go out and look for my natural decor, I have things in mind, and this is definitely one of them. I love that it has the rusty brown around the edges, but the green is still peeking through on both sides. So I'm just gonna slip that down into the ribbon. And then I also found these dried stems. Now everything comes home and is washed with soap and water and dried, so no worries there. I'm going to stick that there, and then I do have just a velvet little pumpkin from Hobby Lobby. I thought the color story was really pretty and natural, so I'm going to slip that right there. I'm going to turn this around so you can see what I incorporate in the back of the basket. Here I'm going to bring in my one to-go cups. I thought these were so pretty. And then I think this level is done. It looks pretty all the way around, which is really what I wanted to make sure of, being everything is seen all the way around. You want it to look nice. Let's go ahead and move on to our second shelf. All right, now we'll move on to this top tier. First thing is our caramel syrup and the vanilla. We also have our other syrups, or our sauces, I guess I should say, chocolate and caramel. And then for a little decorative touch, I have a few more leaves. Just want to place up here. And then this one, I tied just a little piece of that ribbon to, and I'm going to put it upside down, just like that. Turning this around. All of our sprinkles. And we need to fit these on. So I think I can put maybe okay, we are on to our last project. I want to go ahead and decoupage this pumpkin. So let's go move on to taking this apart. Now I have some painter's tape in hopes that if I press the napkin against it, it'll take that second layer off, because you just want the top layer to work with. I have some water and a little bit of Elmer's glue in here, and I'll add to it as I need, but right now I think that's probably plenty. Friends, let me first off apologize for this recording. I obviously hit the wrong button, but as you can see, I did use that painter's tape to take the bottom layer of the napkin off. That is a great hack, so don't forget that if you ever decoupage something. Then I did go ahead and trim the border off of the napkin. I just felt like it was going to be in the way of the process. I then cut the napkin in half and then cut each half into 3 panels just to make it a little easier to maneuver around the pumpkin. I cut slits all the way around each and every panel just to, again, make it easier to adhere to the curves of the pumpkin. And then I began to add just a little bit of the glue and water combination to the pumpkin, mainly to hold that napkin piece in place so I could figure out how to apply it best. Now I found that working from one side of the napkin piece over each and every hump of the pumpkin was easiest for me. That way I could get it down into the crevices and keep it nice and smooth. Once I got that layer completely glued down, I did go back over it with another layer of the glue and water mixture just to ensure that the piece was fastened down and smooth to the pumpkin. I also forgot to mention that I found this little pumpkin at Dollar Tree for $3. It was very orange when I found it, so I brought it home, got out all of my beige paints and tried to match the best color to the napkin so that the undertone would not bleed through the napkin as I applied it. And I think it worked out perfectly. Okay, it is done. I am absolutely loving it. I just tried to piece each and every part together to make it kind of flow and make sense as it went around the pumpkin. Now it's still quite wet, so I am gonna take it outside to let it dry. But I wanted to talk about the stem. So here's the stem. What I think I'm going to do, because it's not tied down and I am in my rub and buff era, I'm probably going to try and rub and buff it. If that doesn't work, then I can always paint it a different color, but I thought that might be really pretty against the toile, so that's what we're gonna do. Let me take this outside, rub and buff this, and then I'll probably go ahead and take you around to look at the different tassels, and I'll show you this towards the end of the video before we close out. So I'll be right back. One decor piece that I love bringing into each and every space in our home is my tassels. I think they bring in that old vintage vibe along with a unique touch as well. And I know a lot of you have began to cultivate a collection of your very own or are on the lookout for them. I know they are not the easiest item to find, so I wanted to maybe help you out in knowing where I have found mine and give you some hints on where you may be able to locate your own. Now, in the beginning of my collection, I looked absolutely everywhere I went. If there was any type of home decor in the store, I looked for tassels. So I did end up finding some at Walmart, Ross, and even TJ Maxx. I then moved on to Hobby Lobby because up until just a couple years ago, they had their very own collection. I was also able to find a couple unique ones during their Christmas season, which I absolutely love. Now, I either look in specialty shops that deal in the French country style, or I look while I am out vintage shopping. Now, I have also been extremely blessed by a couple of ladies, especially Sister Dawn Mullings and Sister Eleanor. They both have gifted me so many tassels. I just am in love with them. They're beautiful. There are a few of my favorites. So maybe one day you will have someone gift you some as well. Now, if you are looking to purchase some online, I would definitely think about looking through Etsy. They might be a little on the pricier side, but they are absolutely beautiful. Now, as for Amazon, I have yet to find any that I really like there, but I am always on the lookout for some wherever I go. If I find some that they have a grouping of them, I will definitely let you know. If I find them online, I will definitely let you know. But I hope this helps you, maybe gives you some ideas of how I decorate with them, where I decorate with them, and where I have looked for them. Before we get back to my pumpkins, I just wanted to share a little bit of something with you, a little bit of encouragement for the days to come. I know these days are going to tend to get a little hectic, to say the least. Shopping lists will need to be made, invites will be sent out, and the hosting will begin. Now, these days, though we welcome them with open arms, they can sometimes end up so out of sorts. The peace we so desire can sometimes feel like it has just walked right out our front door. So please always remember to give yourself a break. Give yourself some grace, and remember these days will be gone before we know it. Take a step back from that extra tidy job. Don't worry, they won't know that the sheets on your own bed haven't been changed that day, and they're surely not going to notice the extra bit of laundry in the basket. But they will always, always remember you being present and loving them while they're in your home. All right, everyone, it's dry. Well, pretty dry. I'm just impatient. I wanted to bring it in and see how it would look. So we've got the stem. So I think I'll just think about putting the bow. How's that? Of course, I have to hot glue it on. But oh my gosh, you guys, I love it. I think it's so cute. And of course, I was inspired by my past videos, going back and seeing the buttons. I love that idea. It's so cute. So I'll take the camera down so you can see it a little closer. All right, friends, I hope that you enjoyed today's video. I wanted to say that I do want to do a life update video. Many of you have asked for that. So what I'm thinking is I will create an extra video for a certain week, and I'll let you know when that is coming up. I know that's not going to be everyone's cup of tea, but there's been so many of you ask, so I want to go ahead and create that video. Now, what I wanted to do was ask if you have any questions for that video, please leave them down below in the comments. If you want Ronnie to join me, and if you have any questions for him, please leave that down in the comments, and that will be very, very helpful. I know I have a list of questions, and I just thought maybe I would open it up in case you wanted to add some more. All right, now that we are done with that, I truly hope you enjoyed today's video. I know it was a little bit different, but I hope that you enjoyed coming along with the little things that I needed to get done for the fall and wanted to get done. I really am enjoying my simmer pot. The house smells amazing, and the muffins were great. I love my coffee/cocoa station, so I hope you do too. For now, I want to wish you all a wonderful rest of your week. Remember to stay kind, be gentle, and be strong. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye, everyone.